to
Okay,
speak
okay.
or able to hear.
No.
But
Please. I
yes,
mean,
sir, but
yeah, please tell.
yeah, I came across this type of diagram, sir.
No,
I
this.
mean, now it's getting somewhat clearer, but I was in a dilemma before.
No. I'll tell you, like these kind of diagrams may be there in the books, but
Yes, sir.
now what I'm suggesting is that we will understand, I mean, each and every point over there. क्यों हो रहा है, नहीं हो रहा है? Like Aviral had asked a superb question. I'm
Yeah.
so happy.
That is also as in my mind. Why is EF not moving, but EV is going closer to EF
Yes.
and
So
changing
EF
into
is not
PTL?
moving. EF is not moving. Notice it is kind of counter intuitive. आपको लगता है कि अच्छा carriers move कर रहा है, but the carriers are unable to move across the oxide. So that is why it is under equilibrium. But then how is it? It is more p-type because EF is not moving, but the other bands are moving closer to EF. समझ में आ रहा है ना? And mathematically also, if you notice that in the previous case I had shown, right? P0 क्या होगा? What is P0? P0 is the free hole concentration at the surface. Zero मतलब surface, as I have told earlier, right? Look, ठीक है? So इस surface पे, यानी whenever I'm saying P0, that means the free hole concentration at the surface. Then is equal to Ni EI minus EF as usual. EF doesn't change, so यहाँ पर zero infinity का कोई झंझट नहीं है. But EI zero because I'm speaking about the surface. Then P infinity क्या होगा? That is a standard one. EI infinity minus EF. Now notice something. All I'm saying is that EI zero is now higher than EF EI infinity, right? EI infinity is here. EI zero is here. ठीक है? So that means EI zero is larger than EI infinity. Okay. So that means if this is true, then clearly you can understand EF remains the same over here in this equation. So obviously Ni e to the power of EI0 by kt, and here is Ni e to the power of EI infinity by kt, out of which this one is larger than this one. So clearly P0 will be greater than P infinity. This is through mathematics. पूरा mathematical model से हम बता सकते हैं कि P0 is greater than P infinity. And from a physical perspective, what we understand that clearly, as Aviral has rightly said, the holes will be more accumulated to on the surface. And as a consequence, we can clearly see that EF minus EV0 is definitely less than EF minus EV infinity. So that means the surface is more p-type than the bulk is n-type. Excellent. Go on.
Sir, and also if we relate this junction phenomena in PN junction, where
Yes,
we have seen if we apply a potential, one side or the other side has to move.
absolutely.
How it will move means whether we are applying this end or that end, which type of voltage we are applying, that way it
Absolutely.
will move. So
Exactly.
similarly, here also it has to show the difference, but
Sure.
the metal has equipotential, so the difference will be reflected in oxide and substrate.
Oxide and the semiconductor only. So that is
Yes.
the most important part. In fact, later on we will understand about diodes जो भी हम किए हैं ना, because it is high time we started with the MOSFET, so I have begun with the MOSFET. Remember, one very important question we have to also keep in mind, that is whenever you are applying one multimeter across the diode, hmm, then do you actually measure the built-in potential across the junction?
No,
No. Why?
it is in like between, not at the ends of the measuring potential.
Sorry?
Like we are measuring at the ends of the diode, no, sir. There is no depletion, no built-in potential.
Exactly. So basically, what it means is whenever we are talking about the diode, this P and N are only the silicon material, semiconductor material. At the terminals, you are going to have the metal. ठीक है ना? ये हम कभी सोचे ही नहीं है. So basically, the built-in potential, what you actually measure is basically the built-in potential plus the contact potential between this metal and the semiconductor, P semiconductor, and here N semiconductor and the metal. So these three voltage sum is what you are going to measure. Okay. So in fact, that is what gives you the cut-in voltage. So yani that V gamma which you observe in a diode characteristics, and this is your V applied. So V applied is basically on the two terminals of the diode. But remember those terminals are metal. तो यानी कि ये जो V gamma है ना, this is not equal to 5Vi. This is equal to what? 5Vi plus 5 metal semiconductor at the anode plus 5 metal semiconductor on the cathode. Getting me right? So basically, so this is actually an interview question, by the way. I just remembered. किसी MediaTek नहीं.
That is why we use
Micron had
4
asked
probe.
this question. Huh, please tell me.
4 probe instead of 2 probe. That is why we
Absolutely.
use it.
Yes. Surely. Because it is not possible for you to obtain the value of V gamma. 5Vi is different. In fact, in Micron, that question was, in Micron, like 2-3 years ago, they had asked this question. Luckily, I taught this in the class. The students could answer. So V gamma is not equal to 5Vi. It is going to be the sum of these metal semiconductor junctions also. Huh, Prithviraj?
Sir, like I'll make it simpler. Like if suppose on the both sides there are metals only in the MOS structure.
Yes.
Okay. Like it's an imaginary case. Okay. So
Yeah, no. It's
no.
if it
What
is,
I meant to ask was I want if both are metals, then
yes.
the thing is bands will not bend, but the bands will move up. Is my sentence right?
Actually, yes,
what-
your sentence
what I
is right. The
wanted-
only thing is it will not have a gradient. What happens is,
Hmm.
यहाँ पर आपने ground रखा है. Here you have applied one minus V. What will happen is this EFM initially it will be like this, but this EFM will shift above with this EFM over here because you have applied a minus V. But this EFM remains the same because you have connected ground on the other side. Okay. Right. So that is also happening the same way.
My only thing is from that time I'm trying to figure out why the band is bending like that. Physically, I'm
Now
not
is it
able to connect the dots.
now is it becoming clearer? Because one
Somewhat
thing,
semi-
if you are finding it difficult, just think about it. Once you have applied a negative voltage, this is much simpler, easier way. If you have applied a negative voltage on the metal, it is going to accumulate negative charges. ठीक है ना? Yes or no? So
Correct.
if it is more negative, holes will come over here. Clear?
holes.
अगर ज्यादा holes अगर आ जाते हैं surface पे compared to the bulk, what will happen? This is going to be more p-type than the bulk.
Correct.
तो अगर ज्यादा p-type हो गया मतलब EV should be closer to EF.
True.
So that means EV is going to shift from here, which was the original one, above.
To there. Above.
Hmm?
Like, but why EC is shifting? Is it relevant to the scenario or like just to?
No, because if the thing is that if EV shifts, then EI and EC should also shift. Na? Those are parallel bands. You cannot change the band gap. Band gap क्यों change होगा यार?
Okay.
तो अगर EC shift हो रहा है, तो EV shift हो रहा है, then EC has to shift also, right? क्योंकि यहाँ पर band gap तो हर जगह एक ही रहेगा ना?
Okay.
है ना? Band gap is something. It's a fundamental property of the material itself. ठीक है?
Sure.
तो
Got it.
अगर got it right. So अगर EV बढ़ रहा है तो EC EI तो बढ़ेगा ही. Got it, Prithviraj? Now I think this is much simpler to understand.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, this is another approach of seeing it from the particle motion perspective. Just electrostatic attraction हो रहा है, holes आ रहा है, holes आना मतलब ज़्यादा p-type हो जाएगा, ज़्यादा p-type होना मतलब EV will move closer to EF. Either in case of a diode, as Ashok had rightly pointed out, in case of a diode, we saw that EF is moving towards EC. In case of field effect transistors, what we are observing is that the bands are moving towards EF. तो अगर EV is moving towards EF, बाकी का भी वैसा ही move करेगा ना, because the band gap remains the same.
Okay, sir. Okay, fine.
Awesome, right? Cool. And everybody else, please convince this. I mean, I think this is the first time you are encountering MOSFET at this level. So gradually, once you get used to this, then आपके दिमाग में ये सब picture चलता रहेगा. Like whenever somebody asks you a question on MOSFET, I mean, it's kind of difficult to grasp everything at the first time you encounter, right? So थोड़ा सा resistance आ रहा है, but later on you will see it's so easy. अच्छा, now the situation is that कि मैंने अभी यहाँ पर ये phi s को हमने नेगेटिव डाले थे, अगर हम पॉजिटिव डालते हैं phi s is greater than 0, then what is the situation? Phi s क्या था? The difference between this point over here, this is ei0 and ei infinity. So how was it defined? Ei infinity minus ei0. पहले ये नेगेटिव क्यों आया था? क्योंकि as I said that ei was going up. Now ei will be coming down. Why? कौन बताएगा मुझे? ei अभी नीचे जाएगा, ये ऊपर गया था ना, अभी ei का सिचुएशन ऐसा है.
Positive voltage.
Exactly. Awesome. You are getting it now. Now we have applied VGB, which is greater than VFB. So that means we are applying a VG. Now here VGB, let us say, is greater than 0. Remember, VFB is 0 in this discussion. So if VFB is greater than 0, then what will happen? यहाँ पर तो ये ऊपर गया था, right? अभी ये नीचे जाएगा. Simple. आपने अगर positive डाला है, so it will be more positive. Again, one of you had rightly, Srinivas, I think, got it right, that if you are applying a positive voltage, remember this is in energy, is defined with respect to electron energy, electron volts. So what happens? Positive डाला तो ये energy negative की तरफ जाएगा, correct? So the new EFM is somewhere here. So accordingly, what will happen? It is going to pull all the bands on the surface towards down, not the entire band. Remember, this is again grounded. Just like PN diode, like Ashok had rightly pointed out, PN diode में याद है हमने कहा था कि P ऊपर जा रहा है या N नीचे जा रहा है. That depends on which one you have kept grounded. They don't mention it in the textbooks. Suppose you have put this grounded and applied a voltage, then what will happen? These bands will go up or down. This will remain unchanged. Okay, exactly similar fashion in the PN, in the MOS structure, the body is always grounded. आप यहाँ पर metal पे आप VGB, remember this is VGB, not VBG. VGB. So gate with respect to the body. तो आप gate terminal पे आप ऊपर नीचे कर रहे हो voltage देके. Got it right? So here you have applied a plus V. Yeah, Ashok, please.
Sir, that means we are changing the work function of the metal when we are applying the voltage.
It's not actually the work function. Work function is fundamentally defined for the equilibrium case. So if you are thinking about the ionization energy, yes, that will be phi Fm plus V. So once you have applied the VGB voltage, then basically you can say the amount of energy required to pull out an electron from this metal is basically phi Fm plus the applied voltage. Okay? So this phi Fm is something similar to the phi Bi concept, built-in potential के तरह से. Okay, so this is built-in potential plus the voltage. That was the contact potential. Remember, everybody knows this, I think. So this phi Bi is something related to something similar to the built-in. Okay, very good. Any question, anyone? It's better to spend time on this. Soon it will become your second nature. You will become experts. अच्छा देखो. So plus V कर किए तो ये नीचे चला जाएगा, and obviously all the other bands will also fall because band gap remains the same. ठीक है? These are parallel. So यहाँ से यहाँ तक half of the band gap, यहाँ से यहाँ तक be also half of the band gap. Now something interesting happens. अच्छा. So first thing is that the surface potential is now going to be positive. Why? Surface potential is from here to this part is your surface potential. I'll put a Q over here because this is an energy. Q phi s is less, is going down. So this is positive Q phi s. Ei infinity minus Ei0. So now the Ei0 is actually at this level here. ठीक है? Excellent. Now the question is, clearly you can understand now is that given the P0 and P infinity kind of expressions, so EI0 is less than EI infinity. So obviously P0 will be less than P infinity. Okay. So what is this P infinity anyway? So P infinity happens to be this P infinity. ये क्या है? So that means P0 is less than NA. P infinity तो वही था ना, तो यहाँ पर क्या था? P0 was greater than the actual doping of the bulk. Here P0 is less than the doping of the bulk. Correct ना? सही है. But now something interesting is going to happen. यहाँ पर was it a देखो, one thing is that we had actually got one field. क्यों? Because earlier there was a flat band. The flat band means there was no gradient in the energy bands. So that means gradient of energy band is nothing other than the field. तो अभी field भी नहीं है. So there is no reason for the electrons to either come to the surface or go away from the surface, or holes to come to the surface or go away from the surface. Makes sense? Correct? Because as I told you at the very beginning of transport, that means carriers, or for that matter any particle in the whole universe, will move because of some gradient of some sort. यहाँ पर तो कोई gradient है ही नहीं. जैसे मैंने पृथ्वीराज को कहा, टेम्परेचर ग्रेडियंट के कारण टेम्परेचर ग्रेडियंट will not be maintained here. Okay, so by the time a temperature even shifts for even 0.00001 degrees Celsius, by that time there would have been millions of transitions inside the diode. Okay, so that means temperature, whenever this kind of band bending and the applied biases happen inside a realistic device, I mean temperature is always at equilibrium. Okay, I'm not saying that temperature doesn't change. Obviously it changes. Otherwise, why does your laptop or your smartphone becomes hotter? So it becomes hot because temperature changes. But at any instant, whatever is the temperature, that temperature variation happens like infinity time for the device operations to occur. Okay, now in this case of accumulation region, we still had a gradient now. Observe that EC, EI and EV, they are all band bending is there. Correct? But does this mean that यहाँ पर band bending है तो यहाँ पर electric field होगा? Yes or no? But this electric field, इसका direction क्या होगा? What will be the direction of the electric field? अरे metal तो
Downwards,
negative है. Towards from negative y direction. Yeah, this is minus V and this is ground. है ना? This is the field. Okay. Whereas in this case, this is plus V, this is 0. So electric field will be in this direction. This is Fy. That is the vertical field. So अगर vertical field अगर ऐसा है, then what is going to be the situation? In this case, previously, there will be no, the carriers, I mean the mobile carriers will be more towards the surface. Here on the other hand, what we have seen is that P0 is less than Na. So that means the surface is less p-type than the bulk. Correct? If the surface is less p-type than the bulk, what happens is that you are effectively depleting the surface of the holes, of the hole concentration, right? You are simply reducing the number of mobile carriers on the surface. So that means the surface is now becoming less and less p-type. Okay, so in other words, in very layman terms, simple terms, what you can say is that if you're applying a plus V voltage on the metal terminal, what happens is you are simply driving away the holes from the surface. You are okay now. You are driving away. You are simply kind of throwing the holes away from the surface. The holes will be accumulating more and more towards the bulk. Ashok, yeah.
Sir, so we have applied the positive voltage on metal side so that the field is created Fy towards positive y
Yes,
direction.
yes.
So now, because of this field, the holes will go to towards the bulk.
Yes.
Because I mean, yeah, towards the bulk they will go. So if we keep the field, I mean, if we keep the same voltage for a long time, I mean,
Yes.
the time I'm talking,
Yeah.
so will it get depleted, sir? Because we make more inversion with giving more positive voltage, but instead of that, maintaining the same positive voltage and keeping it a long time. So
Okay. Okay.
I
No,
mean,
no, no. I have got your
silly,
point.
sir. Yeah.
No, no, no. It's not silly. It's very, very interesting. Somebody can tell. Think about it. What he's suggesting is that suppose we keep it constant like this, and I am telling that the holes will basically go to the ground. Okay. So if the holes are going towards the ground or through the ground terminal, body terminal to the ground, then that means सारे होल्स तो निकल गए यार, यहाँ पर तो पूरा का पूरा तो डिप्लीटेड हो गया. Yes, Srinivas, can you tell this?
Sir, when the holes move, there
Yes.
will be immobile negative ions. So the electric field will be satisfied by that immobile negative field ions.
The negative field ions will essentially charge up. That will be the reason behind the depletion charge, as we have seen in case of the diode. All of you have correctly answered also. So, so the immobile ions are not moving. So immobile ions will essentially, so it's similar to the diode case. The mobile holes are essentially going away. So that
Yes, sir.
means this region will essentially become charged because of the immobile ions only. Okay. So now the question is, this is something very, very interesting, very subtle. So if the holes are going away, does it mean that the depletion region is increasing?
Sir, but
Sir, holes are not going out of the device, no, sir. According to
Why? That is the point. That
sir,
is the question.
after some time, sir, if we means we are increasing the voltage, then it will attract electrons. Then there will be sufficient number of negative charge that will be the inversion.
नहीं इन्वर्शन
Sir,
तो अभी बात नहीं. इन्वर्शन के लिए आपको
sir.
ये वोल्टेज चेंज करना पड़ेगा, राइट? So we have
Actually-
not gone into that way. हाँ.
Actually, this problem, I mean, this
Huh.
ambiguity was with me when, I mean, Parikshits are also even teaching about high frequency CV characteristics and low frequency
Yes,
CV
yes.
characteristics.
Yes.
I just got some ambiguity was still there. I mean, that's why I again asked it.
No, that is great. That is great. We are having a discussion. Let me see what you are thinking. I will tell you the answer. This is very simple. You know what? When I tell you, all of you will start smiling in your homes. Okay.
Sir, after
I
some
want-
time, the drift and diffusion forces which are acting, sir, both will be equal.
Acha. Now I'll give you a very simple explanation.
Sir, it
Okay.
no longer will send, like it will be like only, like suppose take a numeric example, like 100 holes, it can shift, it can send to the substrate because its
No.
power is like
See, what happens is until there is a band bending over here, this is the depletion region, right? This is clear to everybody. This is the W depth. Wherever there is a band bending is. So my question is, does the concentration of the holes over here in the bulk beyond this depletion boundary, so to speak, this is the depletion boundary, just like the diode, right? Beyond the depletion boundary over here, does the whole concentration change?
No, sir, it won't change.
Why?
We connect
Because-
it to the ground, and
Yes.
ground will supply the. I mean, it will. The concentration will be maintained just because we connected it to ground. Ground
I
has.
mean, neutral as well. We have seen neutral regions in PN junction diode. Same.
Yes.
like that we have
Neutral
same
regions
distribution.
only. But
Yes,
over here, I mean, what Ashok has said is a very valid question, now, because
Sir,
you are
so
anyway maintaining a plus V volt. Okay, so that means this electrons को आप गाय के तरह भगाते हुए चल हट करके आप पूरा निकल जाओगे ना सारे के सारे. But it never happens. The concentration of the holes over here will always remain the constant only.
Sir,
The
at,
only thing that varies is basically the depletion width varies.
sir, at one point that we called the pinned point, that where there is very little change in the surface potential.
Sorry, very little.
Very little change in the surface potential means
No. Okay, now you will understand this. Whenever we are applying a plus V volt, what does it mean? This is essentially nothing other than a battery of plus V, which is connected to the ground. And I'm suggesting that the body is also connected to the ground. So essentially meaning that you are completing a circuit here, my dear.
Yes, sir. I got it. I mean, actually, he also said that, but I forgot. Yes.
Correct, na? This is so simple. So basically, you are, as one of you had just rightly said, I think, किसी ने तो कहा अभी कि you have connected it to the ground. Yes. The thing is that this plus V volt which you have done, that is also connected to the ground only. So that means it is you are simply connecting this. So that means if whatever plus V voltage you are maintaining over here, the battery is the negative part of the battery is essentially maintaining the same concentration of the holes on the other side. Because there is also an assumption over here that this is an, what is this? Ideal voltage source. Okay. So this is from the circuit theory. We are assuming that this bias, whatever we are, for example, in VLSI design also, okay, whenever we are putting all the circuits and all that, remember this VDD, we do not speak about it much. I do not know why, but this is very, very crucial. So whatever theory you are learning in VLSI design, when I am teaching advanced VLSI design, you have seen my approach, right? The first thing I will do is that under what conditions this is valid. So in the VLSI design, whatever circuits you are doing, you are essentially maintaining VDD as constant. So that means VDD is a perfect battery. So that means no matter what the load, no matter how much current flows, no matter how much capacitance, how much resistance, whatever happens in this part of the circuit, this battery is going to provide you with VDD. Yes or no? इसी को मान के ही आप पूरा circuit design करते हो. Same thing is happening over here. This is an ideal voltage source, something like that. Again, that too ideal DC voltage source, by the way. This is also VDD is a DC voltage, so this is ideal battery. That means no matter what, how much ever band bending, whatever happens, the voltage across this plus V, this gate and the body should remain the same. So essentially, you are essentially completing the circuit then. Now, how to design that DC voltage source is a different issue. Okay, very good. Now I think all the queries are answered. Very good. I mean, I really love students who come up with such questions. Okay, otherwise you can go through the textbooks and you will find all this anyway. Okay, very good. So now what we will do is the surface is basically less p-type than the bulk. Awesome. Okay, mil gaya. Now this is the depletion width. We have understood that this is a battery. So essentially what we have done is we are essentially ensuring that the whole concentration in the bulk remains the same. The only thing that varies is आपका depletion width बढ़ता जाएगा. So that means depletion charges will go on increasing. Okay, very good. Now all of you will tell me. Yeah, who is this? Akash, please tell me. Very good.
Sir, this gap between EI and EF, that QF, Q phi F.
Yes.
So,
This is for the bulk Fermi potential, ना? यहाँ पर क्या होगा? We don't bother about this difference. What we bother about is this difference over here. That is the surface potential.
okay.
ठीक है? और एक चीज, this is also very important. Thanks for putting this question. I must tell you, there are several models, there are several approaches for modeling the MOSFETs. Okay, the one which you will find in your BTech level, that is in the Cedra Smith standard one, probably most of the professors follow that only. That is essentially called the Berkeley model. ये BSIM से आता है basically. That was the BSIM approach. So BSIM approach was developed in Berkeley. So this BSIM approach में क्या होता है कि people think of MOSFET as a transistor, so वहाँ पर current flow के हिसाब से model करते हैं. Okay, so that is an easier approach because यहाँ पे n plus रहेगा, and you basically think about it like a trapezoid like this. Okay, and you find out the total charge in this region. याद है ना? I think all of you have done that in your BTech. It's very easy. So they will think about MOSFET as a full device. This is the BSIM approach. That was the first model, that is called Berkeley ka IGFET, insulated gate field effect transistor model. So the IGFET model was the first model that was based on all the 4 terminals together. But problem is that this was valid for large devices, but it will not become clearer how the things will change. Like, it doesn't explain what will happen if the source and drain regions are not there, as I said. It is not going to give you an insight about what will change if the device is made very small. Okay, so that is the reason why the model which we are looking at is basically called the surface potential based modeling approach. I mean, this IGFET model, I will discuss IGFET model probably when we deal with the MOSFET model. आप देखोगे इतना भारी भरकम इतना इक्वेशंस वगैरह करके जो इक्वेशंस निकालेंगे वो IGFET मॉडल में 15 मिनट में निकल जाता. The only reason why we are trying to go through the rough patch right now is because this will give you an insight about how a FinFET works also, how a GOTFET works, how a tunnel FET works, how a CNFET works, how all the FET devices work. So this is the approach. As I said, this is available at the PhD level, but you are higher degree anyway, right? So I thought I took the liberty of showing you the difficult path, but once you understand this, you will become masters. In fact, I'll tell you, you will know better than many of the people who will come to hire you in Qualcomm and Intel. I've spoken to some of those people. They themselves do not know that much about of PMMD or circuits. Okay, so I want to make sure that all of you get the jobs. So इसलिए मैं थोड़ा सा just bear with me. So this is called the surface potential based model. Surface potential based modeling approach. Modeling approach. Okay. So this is considered to be the most accurate model until now. In fact, there is another model called charge sharing based model. In fact, charge sharing based model jo hai, that was essentially developed in the institute where I was working at one point of time, that is EPFL and Swiss Federal. So charge sharing based model. That's charge sharing based modeling approach. जैसे कि हम लोग यहाँ पर आप देख रहे हो ना, we are speaking about VGB instead of VGS. In case of Berkeley model, everything was with respect to VGS, VDS and all that. But over here, we are speaking in terms of VGB. अभी source हमने डाले नहीं है. Okay. So in charge sharing model, we essentially speak everything in terms of VDB, VGB and all that. So charge sharing based approach, modeling approach of the MOSFET, that gives us a better insight into the capacitances of the MOSFET. So I am not going into that much details in this course, but suppose those of you who want to work with me specifically for the research projects and all that, those of you who want to major in circuit designs, advanced VLSI design, okay, then when we are speaking about the parasitic components of the circuit, then the charge sharing model is much more, or this is called EKV. This is Enz, Krumenacher and Witthaus, 3 Swiss professors. I worked with this Enz. In fact, Professor Enz, who was the first name in this charge sharing model of the MOSFET. In fact, I was one of the developers of this charge sharing model. So I was in the team of the developers who developed the charge sharing model. So it is now internationally very much acclaimed. Then this surface potential based model is the current latest standard. This was developed in PSP. This is also called the PSP model. PSP stands for Penn State model. Pennsylvania State University in the US. Under the professor's name was Professor Gildenblatt. At one point of time, I thought I will be joining under Professor Gildenblatt as a scientist, but I got a job in IIT Hyderabad, so I came back. But anyways, so Professor Gildenblatt is in Penn State. You can Google up their names basically. So his group basically came up with the surface potential based approach of modeling, which is kind of international standard right now. Okay, so I'm teaching you with the latest state of the art in MOSFET models. So if you understand the surface potential based model, nothing else is required. I am not going into the charge sharing ya fir BISIM and all that. Okay. But BISIM I can of course teach you because it will take only 15 minutes. So in case you forget everything, at least as a circuit designer, you should remember the BISIM approach. All right. So I thought it is better that I should make sure. And that is the reason why you may not find many of these details in most of the textbooks in general. Right. But I am basically training you at the level of Berkeley or Swiss Federal or MIT. Over there, they are teaching devices at this level itself. Even in fact, if you go through the NPTEL lectures, for example, even NPTEL lectures, even Professor Karmalkar doesn't teach at this level. Professor Karmalkar, you know, right? He is very, very close to me. So Professor Karmalkar, even Professor Karmalkar doesn't go through this level. So I'm teaching at an international level, at least in this part. Anyway, let's get back. So now what we are suggesting is that surface is less p-type. This part is done. Now comes one important part, which I shall call it as number 4. That is the condition. So until now, if you notice that we have been speaking about the region or the mode of operation. That is a region. Why? Because if you notice clearly that the surface potential is within a certain range. I know. So now I will be speaking about a condition, which is, we will call it as an intrinsic condition. When is that possible? Okay, all I'll do is I'll just copy paste the first diagram. सोचो इसे इंट्रिंसिक क्यों कहते हैं? Control C, Control V. Notice that if you increase the plus V even more, what will happen? There will be a time when this EI0 will meet EF. Okay. So how does it look like? Very simple. It will be like that. Yes or no? Okay. And meanwhile, this W depth will also increase. But this is a condition. That means, notice what is the situation here? EI0 is equal to EF. So that means EI0. That means EI0 is equal to EF. So, therefore, what is the expression for surface potential? By definition, it is EI infinity minus क्या होगा? EI0. That was the definition, right? Now, EI infinity तो वही है जहाँ था. EI0 is now aligned with EF. So, EI infinity minus EF by Q. ये क्या है? EI infinity minus EF by Q. Simply phi F. Okay, when surface potential, that means what is the surface potential here? From this to this, EI infinity से लेकर EI0, मतलब surface potential, the intrinsic Fermi energy level at the surface. So this is equal to ठीक है ना? So once we get this, this is a condition because this happens exactly at this particular point. Okay, पहले क्या था? Phi s was greater than 0, but it was less than phi f. Now phi s has increased and it has become equal to phi f. What does it mean? That the surface, यहाँ पर क्या था? Surface is less p-type than the bulk. Okay, ये less more का झंझट चल रहा था. But now we are pretty sure that surface is intrinsic. Correct now, everyone? Hello, are you with me? Can you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. ठीक है, समझ में आ रहा है? So now we will go to the next. क्या होगा? VG हम और थोड़ा बढ़ा रहे हैं. अच्छा, by the way, here it will be much larger than VFB. Okay. Now what we shall do is we will again apply. Who is it? Please, Prithviraj.
Sir, like till now we were like defining with respect to the EV, right? Like surface is less like band bending we were discussing with respect to the EV, right? So
Doesn't
why
matter.
are
You can
why
essentially take either EV, EI, or EC. Doesn't matter. Because remember, these EC, EI, and EV will move parallelly because of the band gaps. Okay. So I was speaking about EV just to explain. It will be easier for you to understand the accumulation region, because we are essentially speaking about the holes, more holes coming to the surface. So essentially EV will be closer to EF. That's why I spoke in terms of EV. Okay. But the moment we are speaking about the depletion, it's easier to think in terms of this. Now, after inversion, it will be easier for us to think in terms of EC only, because EC itself will come below EI. We will look into that.
okay?
Okay. Just keep in mind is that whichever point is moving, they will always be moving along with the other parallel bands. Okay. Awesome. ठीक है, तो अभी ये तो हो गया. ठीक है. Now let's do one thing, one small exercise. बहुत ही आसान सा. P0 का निकालते हैं. P0 का क्या एक्सप्रेशन था? I'll just copy paste. Okay. Control V. Now, notice what I have told is EI0 is equal to EF. So basically they will cancel, na? Is equal to NI. Isn't it? So now if we want to find out N0, N0 क्या होगा? NI square by P0, which is also equal to NI. Makes sense, right? So that means under this particular condition, when phi s is equal to surface potential equal to the Fermi potential, then the surface is perfectly intrinsic, as if you have made it completely undoped. Okay. Now we will come to the fifth part. Now, I will observe that there will be very less number of questions from your side, because you will get the hang of it. Now the case is, I will not write the name of this region. I'll put it later, and you will understand soon why. So now I am increasing VG even further. So what will happen? This band will even bend below the phi f, right? So what is the situation now? We can say that the surface potential phi s is now greater than this phi f, but it is less than 2 phi f. Okay. Now this condition, again, okay. So here I'll again copy this. It will call for your patience, but I'm telling you, this is completely worth it. In fact, the student strength is also very less. I do not know why. Only 28 students. But anyways, stay with me. This is for your own good. I know this very well. I'm not doing a revision. All right, so here. Now, if that is the case, if surface potential is less, then what happens is there will be a band bending. Awesome. But previously it was EI0 was equal to EF. Now it will go beyond that. Okay. And as Prithviraj was asking, the other bands will also follow, because these are the band gaps basically. Okay. Yeah. Now I shall just put on writing here. This is EI0. So what is the surface potential now? From here to there? This is
2 pi f.
basically, huh?
2 pi f, sir.
No, it's not here 2.5. It is less than 2.5. Okay. We are learning at a much deeper level. In fact, this is one of the most important regions of operation. अगर ये 2.5 हो जाता है ना, that is basically inversion started.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so in the Streetman and all that, we will say surface potential is equal to 2.5f, greater than or equal to 2.5f. But that is for VT. This region is the origin of subthreshold conduction. Okay, sub-VT operation. In fact, the subthreshold conduction operation is essentially going to be one of the most important regions of circuit designs when you are essentially designing for low power. Subthreshold designs it is called. Subthreshold मतलब it is operating in this region. इसका नाम मैं अभी तक बताया नहीं है. तो यहाँ पर this is your Q phi S. Okay, so this is your EC0. That means EC at the surface. This is EC at the bulk. So this is your EI0. This is your EV0. Cool. Now, what else to write? So what is the W depth? Clearly W depth has increased even more. ठीक है, अभी तक inversion हुआ नहीं है. ठीक है, just keep that in mind. Now, in this case, what we observe is that, let us surface potential definitely is greater than 0, so I am essentially not writing this anymore. Okay. अभी जो देखना है कि N0 का निकालते हैं. N0 is equal to Ni e to the power of N0. कितना होगा? It is essentially the difference between EF and EI, right? So we will put EF minus EI0 by KT. Okay. And what is the N infinity? N infinity क्या होगा? Simply we will put
Ni square
N
by
infinity.
P infinity.
Ni square by P infinity. P infinity is basically Na, doping at the bulk region. Correct? Now, notice that when we are suggesting this, what was the value of Na we got? So we could have also written like Ni e to the power of EF minus EI infinity by KT. Ni e to the power of EI infinity minus here, so basically minus phi f by phi t. Because what was phi f? Just let me just show. EI infinity minus EF by Q. ठीक है ना? So here we have got EF minus EI infinity by Q. So that means it is like that. Okay. So what was the situation here? If you notice, this is Ni e to the power of EF minus EI infinity. I am just doing some mathematical jugglery. EI infinity minus ei0 by kt. अच्छा ये वाला क्या है, दिस फैक्टर? EF minus EI infinity by KT. So this is nothing but this N infinity, which is Ni square by Na. So this is nothing but your N infinity, or I'll simply put N infinity. What is the rest part? EI infinity minus EI0. What is that? EI infinity minus EI0 is what? Surface potential, right? That means here we are getting surface potential by phi t. So now what we are observing is that surface potential is positive, right? So that means whatever was the electron concentration in the bulk, it has now increased manyfold by this exponential term. So what we understand now is that in this particular condition, we are actually getting more and more electrons on the surface, even though we cannot still say that it is inversion. Inversion will require something, it's the next condition when surface potential becomes equal to 2 phi f. We will look into that. So under this condition, we can clearly see that this is under weak inversion mode or weak inversion region. In weak inversion region or the mode. Okay. So this weak inversion region or weak inversion mode is the origin of, this is the device physics behind subthreshold conduction, या फिर subthreshold designs. Okay. So now what we will understand is that even though it has, we cannot still call it as an inversion, because when do we call it as an inversion? Let's look into that. Number 6. This is, we should actually call it onset of moderate inversion. Instead of strong inversion, it is onset of moderate inversion. When does it happen? When surface potential is equal to 2 phi f. Clearly, surface potential is greater than 0, greater than phi f itself. It is greater than 0. Okay. Now, this is onset of moderate inversion. Okay. But this is phi s equal to 2 phi f. So that means onset of moderate, onset means that's a limiting case. So that is actually a condition. It's not a region. When phi s equal to 2 phi f. So in this situation, it is pretty clear already. So let me again copy paste. किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं आ रहा है, क्या बात है? I'm happy that I'll assume that you are understanding everything now. So now what is the situation? That EI is whatever is phi f over here, it will essentially reach out. So that means like that. Okay. So what is the surface potential from here to there? How much is this? Phi s is equal to 2 phi f. Okay. Now, why do we call it as a onset of moderate inversion? Inversion first time we are telling na inversion क्यों कहते हैं? I will use the same formula over here. Okay. What was that formula? N0 is equal to, I will just try to find out the electron concentration on the surface. Okay. Is Ni e to the power of, क्या था यहाँ पर? EI0, sorry, EF minus EI0 by KT. This is a standard formula which we have been seeing from the very beginning. EI0, this is EI infinity. Okay, this is EC0, EV0, this is EC0. All right. So अब देखो, what we have said is that from here in our previous deduction we have seen n infinity, which is ni square by na. We have seen that, right? So I'll put ni ni square by na, and here what we were having, that is phi s by phi t. But now what we observe is that देखो यहाँ पर क्या है, ये phi s equal to 2 phi f, right? So I will just replace this phi s equal to 2 phi f here. Ni square by na, and here we will get e to the power of 2 phi f by phi t. Now I shall utilize the first equation which I wrote earlier, na equal to ni e to the power of e to the e phi f by phi t. So we know that na is equal to ni e to the power of phi f by phi t. Therefore, e to the power of phi f by phi t is equal to na by ni. So I shall just replace this e to the power of 2 phi f by phi t को क्या लिखेंगे, ni square by na into, ये क्या हो जाएगा, e to the power of phi f by phi t square, that means na by ni whole square. What does it mean? What is the significance of this mathematical small thing which I have done? What is the physical interpretation?
Inversion.
Hello, सब सो गए क्या?
Surface is n type now.
Better still, na is what? This is p infinity. The surface is as much n type as the bulk is p type. Okay, so that means आपने bulk में जितना doping किए थे, that is Na, the surface has become equal to that amount of doping, but it is in the electron concentration. So Na was for the whole concentration, right? You have doped the bulk with boron, but the surface has become equal to the same electron concentration as the boron concentration, as if you have doped it with the same concentration by phosphorus. Okay, that's why it is called inversion. That is onset of moderate inversion condition. Okay, so this is onset of moderate inversion. Shall we finish it? Little bit. There are 2 more stages left. Number 7. Onset of moderate inversion ho gaya. So that means this is the beginning of inversion. So now comes moderate inversion condition. In moderate inversion region, sorry, it's not a condition anymore. What is the situation? In this case, 2 phi f less than phi s less than 2 phi f plus 3 to 4 phi t. Okay. All right, so what I shall do is I'll stop here today. I think it has become too much for you for a single day. So tomorrow I will finish. I mean, there are 2 more regions. This is moderate inversion, and thereafter we get strong inversion. Strong inversion region. Okay, the strong inversion actually occurs unlike the case which you have studied in your BTech, actually it happens when surface potential phi s is greater than this condition. The significance of 324 phi t I will explain tomorrow. Okay, and after that we will essentially move into the condition. The first thing that we will clarify, which many of you are still having a doubt, Prithviraj had asked a question, is the zero error. ये zero error के बारे में हम लोग बात करेंगे कल, and we will finish this first tomorrow, and then we will discuss about that zero error. And after that, in the subsequent class next week onwards, we will begin with the MOS electrostatics. It will become more and more interesting as we go along. Okay, it will be really interesting. You will essentially feel that you can literally tweak the MOSFET operation